There's a very interesting comment in the Bible that says, this is after, and this is what a lot of people use. They use when God gives humans the permission to eat meat, uh, which is, in my opinion, a concession. In Genesis 9, he also says that you shall not eat that flesh with its lifeblood, with its blood. And if I don't know if you've ever really looked at a piece of meat, but if you have, its red color is coming from hemoglobin. And if you've looked around, even with chicken, which is, considered a quote unquote white meat, if you look in the packages, there's a red substance at the bottom, and they usually put a cushion at the bottom so it soaks up the blood. But that red is blood. That's what it's coming from. It's coming from the hemoglobin, which is in the red blood cells. And if that's in there, there's other things in there too. So the blood is never out of the meat. And Jewish kosher laws have picked up ways of solving that, so to speak. You drain the blood by killing the animal where they're still alive but stunned, or just by slitting its throat was the kosher law, and you let the blood drain out, which is very cruel, by the way. And the whole setup is based on finding an excuse to get around not eating blood. So they say if you salt the meat, it's still red. It still has the hemoglobin in it. It's an oxymoron. And I think God gave this to us as a test. As, in other words, I'll let you eat the meat, because he had only told us, if you remember in Genesis, only to eat plant foods. So after the flood and after Noah sacrificed some animals and probably ate them based on what it says here, God gives humans the right, or permission, and let's put it that way. It wasn't really a right. He gives us permission to eat meat. But the caveat is you don't eat it with its blood. And if you look a little further, you don't eat it with its fat. Now, just to give you a little bit more on the science side of this, animal cells, including human cells, are made out of cholesterol. And cholesterol is a fat. So not only does it have the red color, it has the cholesterol on the cell wall. So it's really impossible to meet that God's commandment. You can't do that and eat flesh. And I think that was the test that God gave us. And blood is red color. We should see the red in the meat. And we know that the animal was bleeding, but you never get all the blood out. So we should be vegan. Let's be realistic about it. Amen.